When President Trump tried to humiliate Jasmine Crockett on live TV, no one expected her calm to cut deeper than any insult. But what she said next turned silence into history. The tension hung thick in the University Center in Arlington, Texas. Every seat filled, every camera blinking like watchful eyes, reporters scribbling notes as the nation watched a town hall unfold on three major networks meant to foster bipartisan dialogue. Yet on stage, the contrast between Trump's wildfire energy and Jasmine's quiet steadiness was palpable. The moderator cautiously asking about economic recovery, while Trump boasted in his signature mix of bravado and humor.
No, that's other people that do that. I don't. I'm very consistent. I'm a very stable genius.
And Jasmine simply jotted notes, ready, grounded, knowing his provocation was a trial of endurance. A courtroom where the jury was the entire country. And when asked about government transparency, she leaned forward and spoke with professional clarity, Mr. President. The American people deserve clarity. Are these policies serving the people or your allies? A question bold, direct, leaving no room for evasion, eliciting gasps and murmurs as Trump responded with condescension and laughter. But Jasmine held her composure, stating that integrity has no learning curve, that leadership is measured not by volume, but by honesty.
The reality is that what they are claiming what they want to do versus what they're actually doing, the actions don't match up.
And though the words landed like a pin drop, the audience and cameras felt the shift. She continued, highlighting billions allocated in emergency funding while communities remained underserved. Veterans, single mothers, and hospitals neglected. And when Trump's tone hardened, labeling her and others as people like you, Jasmine's response pierced the room. Attention fades. Accountability doesn't, reminding everyone that power without humility is fear wearing a suit, and the auditorium erupted, not in partisanship, but in human acknowledgement, a standing ovation forming organically. Reporters scrambling, clips spreading across social media. The world watching as calm under fire became a statement louder than any shout.
Yeah, I mean, clearly the White House, they are the hostile actor.
Trump's usual deflection failing as Jasmine's measured insistence on honesty and empathy reframed the night, illustrating the power of restraint, the moral weight of answering tough questions with truth, and the next week only amplified the resonance.
Jasmine Crockett, remember what I said? Is she a relation to the late, great Davy Crockett? I don't think so. Jasmine Crockett, let me tell you, before you even ask, she's a very low IQ person.
Late night commentary dissecting the moment. Her name trending globally while she remained quiet. Focused on purpose, not performance. Translating the viral confrontation into legislative action with bipartisan ethics bills. Holding fast to the principle that leadership is demonstrated through service and accountability. Meeting every challenge with the same calm, firm, unyielding presence that had stunned the nation on that Thursday night. Proving that courage is often silent, strength often steady, and that the echo of one person standing grounded in dignity could ignite a conversation about respect, decency, and the essence of power in America, leaving a legacy not of viral fame, but of sustained action, humility, and the unwavering assertion that sometimes grace, honesty, and courage speak louder than any microphone. And as the applause roared through that hall, Jasmine didn't raise her hands in triumph. She simply nodded, eyes steady, as if to remind everyone that truth doesn't need fireworks, it only needs courage. The clip of that moment circled the world by morning. Anchors, analysts, and late-night hosts replaying her words like a mantra. Power without humility is fear wearing a suit. But while the headlines burned bright, Jasmine stayed grounded, returning to work, pen in hand, drafting bills that would bring transparency where shadows had lived too long. She didn't chase the viral fame. She redirected it, turning noise into motion, applause into action. Even critics found themselves silent, confronted by something politics rarely sees anymore. Grace under fire that didn't just survive the storm, but reshaped the weather itself. And in the weeks that followed, as debates, podcasts, and classrooms dissected her calm, the message rang clear. Leadership isn't volume, it's vision. It's knowing when to speak and when to let silence do the heavy lifting. That night, Jasmine Crockett didn't just stand up to a president.